My little whip on cruise control.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Buying time to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down. Play action. Now it's Tua. Flush to his right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A run with Mostert up the middle. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. Running the counter with Mostert. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try and run here with Mostert. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Tua on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. First carry for James Conner. Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Now Murray off play action. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Award that tackle for loss to the safety, Buda Baker.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Cards will take over possession here up at the 44. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They start with a give to Connor. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Right back to Connor here on first. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Again, a run with Connor. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No score after one on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Hey, we good. Hey, Mike 51.
On third down, it's Connor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All day, every day, any day. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Now a draw play. This is Connor. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Connor. He will push his way down to about the 14. This is 2nd and 8. They run behind center with Connor. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
First and goal from the 3. Back. Will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On second down, Tua. The short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Tua now on first down. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete to McBride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Flushed out right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Connor up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Third quarter starts with a run from Connor. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Connor going to get it again on second down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
It looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on third down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Let's go, D.
Moore, the motion man right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. On play action, here's Tua. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Off of play action. Tagovailoa escaping the pressure right. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Steps away. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Mostert. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown. Braxton Berrios from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope. But with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
The two are going to try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second down and 6 now. Here's a handoff to Connor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On the handoff, Connor. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. That is caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Mack. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On the counter, it's Connor. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now it's Connor. Wiggles free, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Defensively, they know the situation. They stack the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. If they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
It could be a house call. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. They're stacking the line defensively, and they know what they have to do. They've got to stop the run and get the ball back.
I think the only people who aren't in the box right now on defense are you and me. I mean, that's about it. And it's the right strategy because they've got to have the football. They can't allow them to have any type of runs and continue to pile up 1st downs and run down the clock.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ball game. This will get the lead up to 7. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Tua. On the move to his left. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll go with Mack here up the middle. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Chris Barnes. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. DeAndre Carter returning it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now Josh Jacobs, who won a national title with Alabama, on this field. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now it's O'Connell. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. To be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Jacobs is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. To throw here, O'Connell. Flush to his right. And he goes out of bounds without getting rid of it. A big, big loss there, and it goes down as a sack as well. A huge loss.
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Kravitz half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cop that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me, I can tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say. Used to kick ball on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Drips in the denim, that's classic. These beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told. Gotta act your stat, gotta play your role. I was OT, all shutting down shows from A to B, long way to go. About time they know about me. Hello, the jiggle and clap, jello. I've been on top, where they at? Below, presidential flow, Marilyn Monroe. I got pounds, got euros, stacking them both. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate.
Run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. Got the flight. Promise you if anybody can hold me, I can. Get the right man. Baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 31, here comes second and a yard. Looking to throw. Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Flushed out right. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pollard will take it up the gut. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Second and 5. Play action now. Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Looking for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So we see it right here on the opening drive. Throwing the football in these snowing conditions is going to be very, very tough. You wonder if they're going to rethink the aerial attack going forward.
It will be interesting, and it'll be a debate because most of the quarterbacks that we know, they believe they can throw through anything. They don't care if it's rain, snow, it doesn't matter as long as they get a chance to throw the football. And I think a lot of coaches think that in these conditions, let's throw it early before things get worse.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Second down and 4. Prescott now. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
Now that's a decent amount of aggressiveness right there. Inside their own 10-yard line, they still run the toss, even though they know that that can be a little bit of a dangerous play, and it pays off pretty well with a nice run.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Forced out to his left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Another run here with Dobbins. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's Jackson. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down. Second down, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Prescott to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Ricard, the fullback. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
3rd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd have the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Able to shake him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Prescott on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Right, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. And again, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. To throw is Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. Going to run again here with Pollard. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Fourth down, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb, and that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two, they don't get it. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott.
Pass complete. He's got Hendershot.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this one quickly to Lamb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. Throwing, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control.
Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. That's caught inside the 10. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On second down, here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On third down, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And Jackson throwing once more. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes.
He's got a man, complete. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. I think think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do you do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
That's going deep for Bateman. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Play action. It's Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Chauncey Golston breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself,
oh, Prescott stripped.
a lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. On play action, Prescott.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stat.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. After the interception, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 29 yards. And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. It seemed like they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of set you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
They're looking deep here for Flowers. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10.
That's going deep for Bateman.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And now here is another interception.
And the Cowboys force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a loud...
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles. And got his man complete. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott rolling to his left.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
I'm here all day. Check. Crunch.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Second and 10.
Throwing here, Prescott. Out to his left.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for Dallas. 56 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted. Want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking on. Got the flight. Promise you if anybody can, homie, I can. Get the right man. Baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back. Run it back, and run it back. Run it, ooh, run it back. Run it back, run it back. Run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the runs. Run it back when I told the run. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. Bobby act and run it back. You see how I act, nothing I lack. Feel it like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that. Told her might be right back. Oh, yes, like that. I told her might be right back.
Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Double that.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the truck with his fire tag. Pump the gas, running to the future, past. I'm done with that, but if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
Run it back, 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 run it back. Run it back. I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye.
Yeah, I should've served the other one, but he right back for another one. Quarter on a quarter, how you double up right off the bus. Soon as he touch down, run the money up. One-on-one. Water, a little vinegar mix, it's tough enough to take another. Still plenty room, you get money with my run, been nothing but a stun. I done up a bunch of them. This what got them ducking me. They don't come out the house like a punishment. The ones they jumping me. 4 or 5 years and they work is numbing me. Too forever. She won't rushing me. Ask anybody what's up with me. Rolling butt off. Been up a week, why could never out hustle me? They was older, broker than the younger me. Back then they couldn't with me. I ain't never punched no card or made no money off no. They focus you on live. The net and what you post on it don't mean you a real. All it take for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it take for you that paper now you feel different. All it take don't
don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it takes for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel. Never feel different.
Established. Better bow her head when I walk past her. Where your manners? As a kid, stayed with my granny. Daddy went to jail for lost my only chance being happy. Damn, what happened? Outcome match my actions. Talk and I back it. Great example. I'm the standard. Come to preaching what you practice. Actually, I can't fathom or rationalize and move past it. He turned this from his section. Island daily, well respected, well connected. Look there, tell me God gon' let us into heaven with this. Stay focused, you won't live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it takes for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it takes for you that paper, now you feel different. All it takes don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it takes for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel. Never feel different.
Point them out, 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 point them out. Watch them panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
Been the best in this game for a minute. If I want it, then I'ma go get it. Ain't no asking, you know I'ma spin it. I don't go back and forth like it's tennis. I'm in mode, I've been locked on a mission. Keep a G, I ask God as my witness. I'm not pressing my bro off suspicion. Never pressing my bro off suspicion. She from Nola, she got superstition. I'm not waiting and hoping and wishing. I'm not stopping, I'm balling relentless. I'm a stepper, I'm standing on business. In the rumors, I'm minding my business. I'm a tutor, teach you how to get it. I tap in with the ones in your city. We make movies, we all the way with it.
Point them out, 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 point them out. Watch them panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
I told the people, yes, I'm him. I did the impossible, but I'm not Kim. Gotta be by the escalator. Him on the rim, hit the butter with a blitz. We gon' study his film. I ain't gotta say nothing, ain't always for real. Country, trying to give me your meal. You want you some violence, you got you a deal. Mr. Bushwick, Bill, tell me how you feel. No, I'm not from Dallas, but yes, I'm a cowboy. We them boys. We making loud noise. Staying fresh today, I be looking like a house. Got a defensive line that'll make them sit down. Feel like a D-lineman, but still making touchdowns. Beat them in their hometown, I ain't here now one time. I've been a big bully since I was on the playground. Now I'm all grown up and I still don't play around.
Point them out, 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 point them out. Watch them panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about it. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away with the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. Yeah, hop in the whip, that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm the almighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about it. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Every week I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and finish in business. I'm sitting in business, just look at the ticket. traveling man, I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it, I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more of them dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the haka, I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true, 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 true. Haters are climbing your river like boo, 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 boo. Breaking their hearts and breaking the rules. Boo, 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 boo. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me, meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs, CZs. Wake up, get to it and repeat, repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let 'em talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Talk about it, yeah.
Yeah. All right, I got him. T-Stead, look, look, yeah. Full court press, so full blitz, we going all out. It don't matter any time of day, I came to ball out. We TCG, never duck a smoker, any call out. Better be ready to go to war until we fall out. 0 to 60 like Ludacris, we came to roll out. You know I gotta get my check, so please don't make me hold out. Bust down Cuban, a summer day, I make it cold out. They was hot then, now they cold now. Left wrist dripping, I got it froze now. Went from rags to riches, take the clothes now. My name heavy all across the globe now. We ain't playing HBCU, I strike up the band. Stomping on them like a cute dog or alpha man. In Miami, hard rock jumping like a rock band. You know me, I love my green and cheese like a Packers fan. I'm a player, gotta keep it player, how the game go. With the steppers, I ain't gotta tell them, they just train to go. Calling plays and I'm calling shots like the head coach. First class, so we take the private, we don't do coach. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now.
Dirty, yeah, you know we global with it. Black fit, limo tint, you don't know who in it. Whole team having motion, world know who winning. I'm known for handling business, the other dudes known for dissing. Big motion, boy, big vibing, boy. Tell her pipe that loud talk down, cause they ain't making noise. Yeah, homie, we them boys, who they be preaching about. If you see LT around, Reballers bound to make a crowd. Let it try.
Eeny, meeny, mo, I knock them down 3 in a row. From the street straight to the field, from the field right to the show. All my dogs is trained to go. Make sure my people don't work no more. Been let down so many times and stabbed my back, I swear it don't hurt no more. Got dirt all on my hands, but I still watching and count this money. I had to stop rocking so many chains, I was trying to work out and it hurt my stomach. I get them wrapped, that boy mommy. Black on black, this Maybach done. When times was dark, we stood on the block around the clock, now my life son. I had to make it out. Rest in peace to Dolph, I took that paper out. Wanted some more laying out on the dough and bought my neighbor's house. I done so many favors for some people, feel like I'm favored out. No eating in, we taking out. Same people who was cheering, they hating now, but so what? Dan Marino seats inside this Rolls truck, they dolphin blue. Big homie, y'all little boys better remember who y'all talking to. It's gonna cost you like a 50 for me and the gang, and we just walking through and counting money often too.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I gotta, and yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta.
with it. Just put your get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my mind is tied. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pulpit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I know I got her. I know I got her. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I still got her. I still got her.
Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, still that way, still that way, still broad day, live that way, drill that way, came a long way, real long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, 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 still that way. Eastside Johnny, pull up with the mob, real John Gotti. Grinding from the bottom, blood on my hands, ain't no dirt on my body. Whip big body, block, it'll be a real big problem. Whole lot of prize, that's something you don't know nothing about it. Still that way, you ain't built that way. I been more in pain, way to broad day. Really short fuse, had a long day. Body like wow, like. Wait. You know I'm an Eastside, big TDE, step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp, big, put a ribbon on it, get you gift, rep, bet, that. Real, never switch, that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, still there. Eastside, big TDE, step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp, fat. Big, put a ribbon on it, get you gift, rep, bet, that. Real, never switch, that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, still that way, still that way, still broad day. Live that way, drill that way. Came a long way, real long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, still that way,
hello. Bling, bling, blow. Mad, I'm like, wow, what did I do now? Don't you get me? Okay, I might pull a ticket out of my account. Okay, just to show you gotta count. Okay, newest. Don't compare me to these. They don't do enough. They can't walk it in my shoes because I'm booted up. I got opposition showing me computer love. Bring my inside the club, I got no worries today. I get paid to party on a permanent base. That's true. Only time we link is meet and greet. On and off the jet, cause I got places to be. Alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. If it costs a couple thousands and millions.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Houston Texans.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Mooney, the motion man right. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. There's Mooney with another catch.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9. To throw is Fields.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Will Anderson, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
Stays on his feet. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second and a couple. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They go again with Pierce. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with 4th down and 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Pierce. Touchdown, Houston. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient, excellent job blocking, finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
It's caught. And it's 8-0. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Started pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 42.
A give left side here for Herbert.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hand off right side for Herbert. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
3rd down. Here's Foreman.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
They snap it to Fields. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
And the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Now 2nd and 9.
They go right back to Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
That was a corner blitz, and it was Kyler Gordon getting in there for the sack. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful throwing the football. I know you threw the football in your past off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity, don't they? A chance to get involved.
They certainly do, and many of them were quarterbacks or big-time players when they were in high school and college. So to get back doing what they did before, always fun.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Bring it.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Down to about the 22 here. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Stroud to throw it.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. He's got it to Collins, complete.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Final play of the half, Stroud.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins.
As time expires in the first half.
And the Texans would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now a 2nd and 6. Another carry for Pierce.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. Oh, that one well designed.
talk, they say whatever. Opinions change just like the weather. I got a question for whoever. Who do it better? Who do it better?
Get pitiful. They love me, they love me, they love me. I promise I do the bare minimum. My people, they say that I'm underrated, but it's crazy, I'm steady, they killing them. Can't ride my wave, I'm flipping them. Come up for some earth and I'm dipping them.
I'm so sick of all you weak, lame. Sick of being. It's bad for that, man. It's 2023. Maybe I see. Talk about, man. All I want to do is talk and talk and talk. I can really give up.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth when I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the fitness, I'm a diamond and to run it back. Used to have a silver tooth when I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the fitness, I'm a diamond and to run. First order of biz, no snitch, and I try to keep it silent, but the kids don't listen. And birthday, got another hit, no flinch, and I tell them send a watch that I can fit both wrists. She on the class tryna get a nigga. She think I'm a last cause I got a pass with her. And I ain't tryna let it down, but I'm not. If you was tryna settle down, get a fact. Song pull up in the city with a nice jump. Lights on, Teddy's for the chicken, need a wipe to throw the rice on. Pull up double park with all the ice on. Pick 'em like, she running up, she one of them. She pay a bill, she it up. 52nd Street, I double down, then I doubled up. 2023 and I'm the only coming up, yeah.
Can't stop till we all walk in. I drop with the whole world spin. Rock when I do like this, it's the big block door.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth when I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond in the rough. Hey.
24 karat VVs in the stars. Rings going off like Michael with the clubs. Only one mobbing with designers in the thugs. When we shop at Rick on, bring a bottle full of couple platinum records later, still I got the game locked. Cause my lines fresher than Tory Lane.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the New England Patriots.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough.
Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Zappi throwing on the first play.
Flushed out right. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Zappy now on 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Down the left sideline. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Stevenson is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Stevenson again.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England.
Ramondre Stevenson.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Patriots get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try and run forward with Conner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Right back to Conner here on 1st. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. They stay on the ground. Here's Conner again. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Murray. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Zappe off play action.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
A tough spot here after that sack. Zappe and the Pats now face a 3rd and long.
That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw, Zappe. He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
I call it no gain there on the first down play.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Eluding the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Zappe on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Stevenson.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Ramondre Stevenson
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Patriots have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Ryland on for the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Moore, the motion man right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the counter, it's Connor.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Brown goes in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Zappe in trouble, and he's going down.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Zappe throwing forward on 4th.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Murray a give. This is Connor.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Again, it's Connor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Mack is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Push him back. Push him back. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now Zappi.
Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. Will go down as a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Now Zappi. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
1st and 10, Zappi. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On first down, here's Zappi.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here's Zappi. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Zappi looks to throw it. They set up the screen for Stevenson.
Touchdown, Patriots.
Ramondre Stevenson
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run behind center with Connor. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Moore, the man in motion. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 2nd down and 8. Throwing now is Murray. Flush to his right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Here's Murray. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Stuck for a loss by Christian Barmore.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's taken down inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Connor up the middle. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. On the handoff, Connor. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are back within a score.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Zappi back to throw. That one complete to Parker.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple. Zappi.
He'll find Parker again, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Again, it's Zappi.
Flushed out right. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
That went behind his man. Incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Zappi working from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown! Kendrick Bourne, 36 yards.
And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Murray going to throw.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
From the 22 now, here's second down and 3.
Here's a handoff to Connor. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Again, a run with Connor. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
85 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
They run with Connor. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
From the 4, this is second down and 1.
Now Connor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down. To throw is Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Michael Wilson
from 6 yards away.
And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Patriots 27, Cardinals 21.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Zappi to throw on first down. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. We ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
2nd and 10. Once again, here's Zappi.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
A tough spot here after that sack. Zappi and the Pats now face a 3rd and long.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And he'll let this go deep for Bourne.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Here's Connor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it with Connor.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. That one looks like he'll throw here.
A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Setting up a screen for Stevenson. Now he's free up the right sideline. Now look out to the 20.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here comes 2nd down.
Murray now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout.